What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. Today is hot. It's 100 degrees here in Texas. I'm just out here about to get my workout on here in a bit at the park. But today I want to talk about how men now are becoming weaker and how women are becoming stronger. So, as you know, what's going on in the world right now, I see a lot of men that are basically copping out for women. Women are getting the powerful positions. Men are stepping down, not being resourceful anymore, not being masculine, basically just handing the title over to the women. And today I want to talk about how I think that's a bad idea. Now, I know times have changed. I know you're probably thinking, well, nobody's into that traditional stuff anymore. Back then it was women stayed at home. Now men provided for their families. Less women are having children now. So it's like, what's the point of a traditional woman now when most women don't want to have kids? But I think it's all an indoctrination. I think a lot of women are being indoctrinated to believe that, they don't have to take the role of a woman as a traditional woman anymore. Women are working now. Women are making their own rules, their own money, and men aren't keeping up as fast as women are. Women are catching on real quick, but men seem to be stuck on the fact that, these women have changed, and a lot of women can't accept it. But today I want to talk about how I think your role as a man, no matter what, is to hold frame, to be stoic. No matter what society tells you, don't change, don't cop out for no woman. Because there are still women out there that want that role. But westernization, the Western, California, Hollywood, all that, they're making it out to be like it's non-existent now. But they're out there. You just have to be the best version of yourself, man. You have to work on yourself every day. You have to be working out. You have to be getting your money up. You have to be being that provider and that protector. So I think it's easier for women to make money now. I mean, you see OnlyFans, you see all these models, you see all these guys that are spending money on women. Like, it is definitely easier to be a woman now. Women have way more ways to make money than men do. Men aren't making money the same way women are. Men are usually spending the money on women. You don't see a lot of women out here selling out to men and shit. So, as a man, you got to be on your grind. You're going to have to work way harder than you think you do. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. We're both young guys in our, mid to late 20s. And I noticed a problem now with a lot of the guys is they want this instant gratification. They want this, get rich quick. They want all this money quick, but they don't realize that it's a process. It takes a while. You're not gonna become rich overnight. This thing takes work, man. You have to grind for years and years and years. I mean, in my opinion, to really get out really something that's worth it, you have to put at least 4 to 5 years into a minimum. And men are giving up after 6 months. Something's not working. They start a business, they fail, it's not working out for them, and they give up. But it's like, you have to realize that it's a long-term commitment. You have to be disciplined. You have to be consistent. And that's why a lot of men too, where I'm getting at is a lot of men get in trouble with that because women get in the way. They get distracted. They get with this woman. A woman's getting in their way, or a woman's manipulating them into putting all their time and energy into them. But I'm telling you right now, man, that's not the way to go. Women are always going to be here. Women are always going to be waiting on the other line, you know, whenever you're at the top. So keep working on yourself. I would say keep doing, you know, what you got to do as a man to, you know, get where you want to go, to be successful. So every day, I always tell myself, I want to get 1% better every day, you know. And I realize too, you know, as you start getting better, don't give up, don't get complacent. I think a lot of people, you know, they get complacent after a while. They start to realize, you know, they are getting results. They are, you know, in a better position that they want to be, and they just get lax. But you can always be better, you know. And I always link to success to these like sports athletes, right? You know, everybody knows the legendary Tom Brady. You know, Tom Brady was always striving to get one more ring. They asked Brady one time, you know, what ring has been your best ring? And he said the next one. And I think that's true. I think men out here should be like that. You know, you hit your first 50K in a year. What's the next thing? 100K. And then so forth. You know, you should be striving to get more and more money every year. You should be striving to get stronger and stronger every year. You should be striving to become, you know, mentally, you know, more capable every single, you know, day. So I think a lot of men just are giving up, man. I don't know if it's, you know, maybe themselves just have no motivation. Maybe somebody's telling them that they can't do something. Maybe they're following, you know, the westernization, you know, whatever it is. But it's only you that's going to be able to get yourself out of the rut. It's only you that's going to be able to keep pushing forward. It's only you that's going to be able to, you know, be exactly what you want to be. So I would just advise every man out there right now, you know you're not alone. I know it seems like, you know, nobody else is maybe going through what you're going through, but this is the new norm for men. Men are meant to struggle. Men are meant to go through some shit. But I'm telling you right now, the women are always going to be out here, and the woman's going to be waiting on the man that is going to be successful. She's going to be waiting for the man that didn't give up. She's going to be waiting for the man that, you know, is the best version of himself. So I would say maybe get a book out, you know, whether you like to write, whether you like to, you know, visualize it, you know, get a whiteboard and write down, you know, how can I get better this week, or how can I get better this month? I would do it month by month. But, you know, also focus on your weakness. What are you weak at right now? Are you weak at, you know, are you weak at communication? Are you weak at, you know, in general, you don't go to the gym? Are you weak at maybe, you know, your emotions? Are you weak at maybe, you know, anything? Focus on what it is that you need to get better on, and every single day slowly progress, and realize it's a process. Like I said, you're not going to get better overnight. You're not going to get better in months. It takes years and years and years to be the full version of yourself that everybody's going to look up to. And that's what I had to realize. I had to realize, like, man, I want all this instant gratification. I want all this stuff fast. But I have to realize, like, I really got to put in the maximization of work now for a consistent basis for years and years and years to really be able to, you know, at least give myself a fighting chance. You know, I feel like a lot of men now just aren't giving themselves that fighting chance. So if you're a man out here that's serious about what he wants to do, that's serious about his purpose, you know, that has admirations, I say go for it. The only thing stopping you is you yourself. And realize too, there's a lot of shit that's going to happen to you along the way. There's a lot of trauma you're going to go through. There's a lot of curveballs you're going to go through. But it's all part of the process. Remember, men, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So remember that next time. Remember, something negative happens to you. You go through a breakup, you know, you go through, you know, a loved one, you know, leaving your life, somebody passing away, or anything, just realize it's happening for you, that it's part of the process, it's part of life, and it's going to have an end goal for you. Everything that happens to you has an end goal in mind. Just remember that. I know it might seem like it's impossible, but there's always a way out. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.